In the quiet town of Moscow, Idaho, a place untouched by homicide for years, the fall of 2022 brought an unthinkable tragedy. 4 University of Idaho students were brutally murdered in the middle of the night. Their names were Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Zana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. Their story shocked a nation, and the investigation that followed changed everything. Kaylee Goncalves, 21 years old, set to graduate and begin a new chapter in Austin, Texas. Madison Mogen, also 21, her best friend and classmate since childhood. Zana Kernodle, 20, bright, athletic, and deeply in love. Ethan Chapin, 20, an outgoing freshman and Zana's boyfriend. On the night of November 12, 2022, the 4 friends returned to their off-campus home by 2 a.m. What happened next remains one of the most chilling and heartbreaking crimes in recent history. Between 4 o'clock and 4:25 a.m. on November 13th, someone entered their home through the sliding glass door. Armed with a fixed-blade K-bar knife, the killer murdered all 4 students. 2 roommates survived. One encountered the intruder, masked, silently walking past and out the door. She locked herself in her room. The police would not arrive for hours. The community was shaken to its core. 4 bright lives lost. No suspect, no motive, no weapon. But investigators pressed on, and soon a clue emerged. A knife sheath was found next to Madison Mogen's body. DNA on the button snap, male, unknown. But it didn't match any national database. That's when they turned to a powerful new tool, genetic genealogy. A private Texas lab helped the FBI trace the DNA through a family tree, pointing to a 28-year-old PhD criminology student at Washington State University, Bryan Kohberger. Kohberger drove a white Hyundai Elantra, just like the one caught on surveillance camera near the crime scene. His cell phone had pinged in the neighborhood 12 times prior to the murders. In December, Kohberger drove across the country to his parents' home in Pennsylvania. FBI agents tailed him. They retrieved DNA from the family's trash, a Q-tip with his father's DNA. Then came the final confirmation, a direct cheek swab from Bryan Kohberger himself, a perfect match to the knife sheath. On December 30th, 2022, Bryan Kohberger was arrested and charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary. His behavior leading up to the arrest was strange. Prosecutors allege he scrubbed his car inside and out, changed his license plate, and cleaned his apartment meticulously. Still, investigators found no clear motive. He had studied criminal behavior. Did he view it as an experiment? A thrill? Theories abounded, but the mystery remained. On July 2, 2025, Bryan Kohberger surprised everyone by pleading guilty to all charges. Under the plea agreement, he avoided the death penalty in exchange for 4 consecutive life sentences without parole, plus 10 years for burglary. The family's reactions were divided. Some, like Kaylee's parents, were outraged, saying they weren't consulted. Others accepted the plea as a way to find closure, to finally end the long legal limbo. Still, questions lingered. Why did he do it? Why these students? Was it personal or random? Kohberger's formal sentencing is scheduled for July 23, 2025. There, the victims' families will finally speak in court. These victim impact statements will be powerful, emotional, possibly revealing new details or giving voice to unimaginable pain. Judge Stephen Hippler will deliver the final sentence, expected to include a rebuke of Kohberger's actions and a summary of the plea's terms. Some sealed evidence may be released after the hearing, including psychological evaluations and elements of the investigation. But for the families, the truth may never be enough. The loss is too deep, the pain too lasting. Kaylee, Madison, Zana, Ethan, 4 lives full of promise, taken in the dead of night. Their memories endure. In every classroom they left behind, in every story their families tell, and in every moment we remember to fight for justice.